mean, this type of educational program, what you're doing by crossing boundaries and going, meeting new people in a different culture and understanding what it is that they're going to and how they're living. I think there's tremendous value in that. You know, it's, as we, in all areas, that in education, I think economically, if we understand how people function, what their needs are, from a business standpoint, we can understand maybe business-wide some things we can do to help them get started with their business, see what their needs are. But it all starts, it doesn't matter if you're talking business, education, if you're talking about healthcare, all the things that they need, it starts with connecting individually and creating trust. You meet people, you learn to trust them, you learn to understand how they think, what's important, why is it important, where are they coming from. Now you can go any direction you want to and you can work with them within their realm. Culturally, there's going to be huge differences. And you know, my perspective comes, my family's hosted 2 foreign exchange students. We had a girl from Thailand stay with us for a whole school year. We had a boy from France stay with us for a school year. And my daughter was an exchange student during her whole junior year of high school in Austria. She was gone. And one of the things that, it seems very simple, you mentioned about the toilets and how it seems like it's such a simple need and we take that for granted. Little things. The boy from France, when he stayed with us, in our house, the doors are open, and if you go in and you're going to do something, you close the door behind you. In his house, the doors are always closed. And if you go in, you go through and come in. So for him, whenever he left a room, he'd close the door. Bathrooms. Well, in my house, if the bathroom door is closed, somebody's in there.
Yeah.
So we went a few days like this and realized that, wait a minute, we got to sit down and talk. Oh, and he said, well, we always keep the doors closed. Well, here we keep them open, then you know there's nobody in there. And the reason I point that out, it's a very, very small little thing. But it's about communications and understanding why people do things, and then you can tie in with what their needs are and work with them. And when I said, you know, you give 10 people fish, you feed 10 people. You teach 10 people to fish, they can feed 150 people for themselves. Like you said, you work with them on doing things for themselves. I was using that figuratively, because what you want to do is you want to help them do things for themselves in their way, and things that are important and culturally correct, and quite frankly in ways that give them dignity. Because what we might think is important, what we might think is a good thing to do and we're very proud, that might be different in their culture. So again, it gets back to what you were doing is just tremendous, because you're going there and you're meeting them, learning about them, letting them take you places, let them understand and explain to you what they do and what they like to do. Now you can translate what you think is helping into ways that really are helping, as opposed to imposing what you think might be and they don't, and you don't connect. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to me, the biggest value is creating relationship, creating trust with different peoples of different cultures, different languages, and from there, the needs come out and you can pick and choose and decide maybe things you like to do versus what they really need and that kind of thing. So that, from afar, looking at how you do this sort of thing, that's what I see, is creating relationships, which means creating trust, which means creating the opportunity to do some things in whatever areas they need.
I know
Now,
that.
I don't know how that fits in with what you're trying to do, but when I